And we are live and they can hear and sort of see us. I've got to fix the cameras since I did just add a music bot. So, hello. While I fix the cameras, I'm going to skip my introduction and go straight to
they can hear and sort of see
my
us.
cast instructions. Starting with our returning player.
Hello, everyone. Yes, Sean did not just come back for a one-off. And I also had to hear two conversations at once before we started. I am playing Hundir Zarak, a Minotaur cleric who is both the healing of the party and also apparently the moral compass. It's a miracle they survived this long.
And yes, I do like The Walking Dead, and you know that anybody on The Walking Dead that is the moral compass is doomed to die, just so you know.
Well, you told us, to be fair, you have said multiple times to us to always have a backup character.
That is true. Next, we have Damien, the PC.
What?
Playing character.
What's up, everybody? User Damien the DM. I'm playing Elxin Urikata, a completely innocent and naive little dragonborn, not so much anymore. Druid Locke, who is bit by bit getting corrupted, has given up her hesitancy in the Feywild that this is not gonna go wrong at all. Oh, and has a cursed mask.
Yes, they all got nice cursed items. All right, cameras are set. And last but not least, we have our Wizard Cat Dragon.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Josh. I play the most overpowered member of the party. I could say that right now. But I play Miyagi Wormson, the Draconic Lineage Sorcerer Divination Wizard who just triple-classed into Pact of the Celestial Warlock. There we go. That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. And as you see, that we are missing one of our normal regular players, Jane Demand, playing Cezanne. Simply family responsibilities, and family does come first. I always say real life comes first, then gaming. Unfortunately, adulting is bullshit. It's the most bullshit thing in the world, but, you know, it is what it is. So when we last left off, our players, they experienced a part of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight Carnival. Unfortunately, some of them got a little bit too tipsy, and there may or may not have been a proposal taking place at that. And they have retreated into Cezanne's little fortress, magical fortress, so they could actually get some much-needed rest. Cezanne and the strong man from the carnival that you met that drank Miyagi under the table have went off and had some conversations, and Cezanne does approach you all, say, I need to deal with something for a moment. I'll be back. Do not get married without me. We have much to discuss.
Elxin is too preoccupied getting naked Miyagi into bed to deal with that.
Dressed in a loincloth. Give him some dignity. I'm giving him some dignity here. Even though he
said naked before. So.
I did, and then I did say he has a loincloth on.
He did.
So we have this eevening. Miyagi, you do not get to play this evening. Yes. You are done. So we have Elxin and Hundir. You find yourselves standing over a drunk Miyagi. At first you're laying him face up, then you're like, wait a minute, if he throws up. So you put him on his side, lay him on his arm. That way if he does vomit, he vomits down and he's not going to be breathing it. You find yourselves alone.
This did not go well at all.
I mean, this is pretty much par for the course lately. Something always goes wrong.
Sounds like you had it rough. I mean, Cezanne did say you met a new companion at least, so you had that.
Yeah, for a little while, but I didn't really get to talk to him about something important, or he just kind of disappeared on us. But everyone kind of seems to just disappear on us. Seems.
I am sorry for that, but
You had your
seeing the
own
results,
emotions.
seeing what I've created with Sienna and everything, I think it's worth it. How did you know I was there? I didn't see any of you, and yet you approached me.
Well, because Leandra told me.
Who? Is that the name of this new companion of yours?
No. That is the name of the succubus who I made the deal with.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
dearie,
that
I am
name.
much more than just an average succubus. You hear from behind you.
I look over. Is she there?
Yes,
Can Hondir
you
see her?
see, Handir, you see a very attractive female dressed in a simple but very elegant, at least on her form, dress. Very simple linen. She has braided hair that comes down. Her features are just strikingly beautiful. It's been high time since we've seen each other last, and I figured with your pending nuptials, as she arches her eyes towards the passed out tabaxi, now might be a good time to introduce me to your friends.
And Elsa kind of clears her throat nervously. Well, Leandra, my lady, this is Miyagi, gesturing to passed out Miyagi. And this is Hondir.
Ah,
He is a very devout man.
that I do remember. I still have to thank you for your part in freeing me, Hondir. And she slightly bows.
You weren't causing any harm to any of us, so it was the right thing to do. As for this whole thing, that was a misunderstanding, and the fault is mine.
Well,
I mean, I figured as much. Like, we only just kind of realized that we both like each other. I didn't think that he meant that. It's just everyone was saying that that's what it was, and I didn't get a chance to be like, that's probably not. No one would want to. That's not.
well, he would be the luckiest person if you decided to go that route. I think he needs a little bit more maturity, though. Just my 2 cents.
No, he would not be the lucky one.
Oh no, he would. So, shall we, have you all had dinner yet?
I mean, I think Hondir was part of an eating contest, but I didn't really get a chance to eat anything yet.
Well, I am sure that Mr. Devout has plenty of questions for me. So, I am here for your interrogation, as she smiles coyly.
Interrogation? You make it sound like I wish to punish you for some unknown cause.
That's been my experience in the last couple thousand years.
And
All right.
sorry for just calling you a succubus. I know that Ixbit calls you queen all the time, but I don't ever
Well.
trust him at his word, so I don't really know.
Shall I tell you my story?
If you please.
There was a time that I did rule as a succubus queen. I had many minions, minions. Many minions. And life was fun. But I did cross a few people. A few demons. As you know them. And my power was stripped. And while my power was stripped, I was summoned by that disgusting lich. And I was trapped there. That time has given me a new perspective. I do have some of my power back, but not pales in comparison to what I did have. But I want to help those who don't have anything or anyone to turn to. I want to help those victims of imprisonment, of, how do I say this? Of unwanted attention. And that brings me to my next task for you, my dear Elxin.
Yes, my lady.
One of my followers, a commoner, recently fell in love with some nobleman's son. They did not take too kindly to their joining. And she is in hiding right now with child. I need you to go there and rescue her. If she's found, she would be executed.
Where is she?
She is going to be in the town of...
As the DM pulls up his notes.
Absolutely. She is in the town of Waterford. It's a very minor noble house. It's a very small town in the Grand Duchy of Brendan, which I believe that you all have experience with.
To some degree. But it's not really up to me where all of us go.
I do understand. It would be a shame if she did if she was captured.
I want to help. I need to talk to everybody about it first. We still haven't really dealt with the fact that Suzanne's being hunted. We don't really know where to start with the whole dragon purification thing for Meowgi. Well, I know what you said. Purify.
Yes, that is a interesting situation that he will have to deal with. Well, I do hope you decide to help soon because she does not have long.
How would we find her when we get to the city?
You would find her in a warehouse. The warehouse will be marked with a fish and a cleaver. She will be hidden in the basement.
Okay. I'll see if I mean, Hone dear, you're here, you're awake. What do you think?
I can keep her safe for about a week. But anything else, she does not have your skills. She's a chambermaid.
Luxon, I'll just kind of look over to Hondir somewhat pleadingly.
This is a unique circumstance. A semi-god of sorts wants their own follower to be saved.
Oh, dear. Do not get it twisted. I am definitely not a god. How sweet of you to How sweet of you
It's
to think
intriguing.
so, though.
It is intriguing, though, that you would want one of your own followers to be saved.
Of course.
If anything, that should show you she would do the same for me, Hondir.
Oh. Hell hath no fury like me if my little Elkson is hurt. But I don't think that they would have a chance because I think that you can handle yourself quite well.
That has not reigned true so far.
You've survived. Lesser people would not.
I have survived by the edge of my scales merely because others have helped me to do so.
And they have survived the same because of your help. Do not belittle your own contributions.
If we
Miyagi,
can make...
while you are sleeping, you dream. You dream of a world that is empty. It is filled with broken buildings. The only thing left of any living sentient beings are skeletons. And you see this mass of moving worms. And you hear in your head, "You can never deny me. I know where you are. I will feast on all of them and make you watch." You are mine! Back to the other group.
I'm scared.
Did either of us hear that?
Oh no.
It's in his dream.
Okay. Going to a town anyway might not be a bad idea. Helping you along the way before figuring out what I need to do after this whole so-called truth you all learned.
Oh yes, that. Would you like some enlightenment, Hundir?
No. Not until I know for sure.
Well, I know where to find Father Andrew.
You mean Father Anderson?
Anderson, that's what she would have said, sorry.
And what will you know of his whereabouts?
Well, he set off. I do have many different acolytes in many different areas. He set off from your home on a pilgrimage to an old temple of Mardin. It's there that you'll find him. And he is safe right now. Oh, speaking of which, Elkson, your town was attacked by giants. I have defeated them. No one even got hurt. Your mother is perfectly fine. I've kept my eye on it.
But what? Why now? Giants never once attacked while I was there.
They were pushed out of their holdings and were in search of easy food, I believe. And your town was, well, you know how small your town is. It's doesn't have the best fortifications. But they've been dealt with, and they have been scoured, and they will not bother your home again.
Shouldn't have left them unprotected.
Well, they are working on their own defenses now. I will keep an eye out, like I told you I would.
Thank you, my lady.
It is the very least I can do.
Elxin is very clearly distraught, like not really looking at anybody right now, just lost in her own head.
And you would know where this temple is, because that's probably going to be next on my personal agenda.
Yes, I would.
I assume there's a catch if I ask you to tell me.
There is no catch. There is not
Can
a
I roll
life.
an insight check?
Sure.
That's a 9.
She's hard to read. She's very poised. It seems like every inflection is made at a purpose, with a purpose. I will say that at this point in time, and for the foreseeable next few days or so, there is not any threat of life associated with you knowing where that temple is. Unlike my acolyte.
Well, then where would I find this temple?
Well, this temple is located
The DM flips the
on
again.
the far east corner. It would be a good ways away of if you set off from the Nazgarian Horde area to the northeast.
I guess in my own way with Mornine, if your follower really is having a child, then it is more than just one life at stake here. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Did you not hear me?
Oh, you know, I did.
We heard.
Okay.
Well, as I said, I am used to people of your persuasion, Hundir, and I'm not saying that you would do this to judge me for what I am. But if you trust your friend's judgment, you should trust me. I have never told a lie. I've never hidden any truths.
My brain is just playing that Trust in Me song that the snake sings.
Trust is something that is earned and forged, not easily given.
Well then, how can I forge your trust?
I shall know if I can trust you if your word holds truth.
Well, the only way to find out is to see my acolyte. And to see if I have told you the truth about your friend, Father Anderson, and the temple's location.
Do you know if the people who are hunting Suzanne know where she is right now?
Oh, they absolutely do.
There has to be a way to keep them from finding her over and over.
There is.
How?
She would have to destroy every little bit of items that she has obtained from her home. And luckily they haven't seen any of the new items that she has gained, or else she would have to destroy all of that too. Or maybe not destroy, but get it off her.
But her spell book, where she gets her power, that's the main thing they're after.
Spellbooks can be copied, my dear.
How?
Another spellbook. The wizards, they scribe in them. It will cost a good bit of money to transcribe it all, but
With the contents of that book, I question Monte without questioning us.
that is quite evil.
I am aware.
Yes, the Silver City would be quite in turmoil politically if that right was used in the way I think it's meant to be.
What do you mean?
Well, oh, he should really be awake for this. She goes up to Miyagi, taps him on the forehead, plucks a hair, and you are awake, Miyagi, and fully sober. And above you, you see the most attractive female you have ever seen, in a simple blue and white linen dress. Shall you wake up now?
Miyagi?
I guess so. Who is this?
This is Lady Leandra.
She holds her hands up.
Like out? Or
Yes,
up?
to help you up. Come now, on your feet.
Where are my clothes?
They are a bit soiled, dear.
Elgin will hand him.
They're a bit soiled.
Alright, I'm gonna disguise self and make myself look like I'm wearing clothes.
So, the contents of Cezanne's book. Some of you have worked out a little bit. It is a necromantic ritual that will drain the soul, the power from one being into another. So, if a wizard would do it to another wizard with more experience, they would gain that power in addition to the power that they already have. Extremely dangerous to have that much power in a mortal's hands.
So, theoretically, could you use that to, I don't know, siphon a dragon's power?
Miyagi!
No. It's a serious question. I'm not trying.
That ritual for humanoids already requires a tremendous amount. The target was a dragon. Theoretically, it may be possible. However, the length of the ritual and the cost of the caster or casters could be high.
I kind of think that I already got it.
But having such knowledge would be extremely dangerous. And there would have to be a vessel that would take the power. Are you volunteering?
No, I'm not volunteering. That's not on the table. That's not happening.
Just
If we did the ritual, would the power be able to be split between people? multiple.
Why are we even considering this?
That is a good question. Hondir, that is. To alter that ritual, I surmise, was researched through hundreds of years in its current state. To alter it for a dragon would require it much more research.
The reason I'm asking is simply Kyrus did something similar, but he siphoned the power of a dragon, so I'm thinking if that is humanoid.
No, the cultists of Kyrus opened up a small portal to the Shadowfell while your grandmother slept.
I'm glad someone got the proper pronunciation. Well, not pronunciation. I'm glad someone gets it. She's basically my grandmother.
A few greats thrown in there.
Oh, of course.
Miyagi, it's probably not likely to save her.
I'm sorry, my dear, but she speaks the truth.
Can I insight check what Leandro just said?
Mm-hmm.
Truth part? There we go. D&D Beyond. Insight. That's a 17 total.
She seems completely honest and forthright.
We can cross that bridge when we get there.
Yes, we can. Let's first talk about this bullshit proposal.
That wasn't his intention.
What proposal? What?
I'm just jesting, my dear. I have to tease. Elkson is very important to me.
She's important to all of us. I mean,
As she should be. As you all should be to each other.
yeah.
You see, she starts to sit down, and a chair appears underneath her. She crosses her legs, sitting rather elegantly. So, do you have any more questions for me? This was supposed to be my introduction to your family, per se.
Miyagi, we need to help someone. Someone who is trapped and with child.
Okay. Let's do it. I mean, I don't see why not. If someone needs saving. We're supposed to be the good guys, right?
A man
And
of
Alex
action.
very much turns away and looks ashamed as soon as he said, "We're the good guys."
A man of action. Perhaps I misjudged you, little kitty.
So where are my clothes? Just my shirts?
They're right there, but they're a little soiled, my dear.
I've got a spell for that. I think I can do it at least. I'm going to walk over and just prestidigitate as many times as it takes.
The funny thing is, because the drinks that you had were magical in nature, they are resistant to prestidigitation, and you're going to need to wash them.
We will get you a
Oi.
basin to wash them in, Miyagi.
So, if you complete this task for me, I will view it as a favor. And I will owe each of you a favor.
You owe me nothing, Lady Leandra.
I owe you everything, Elkson. I will never forget that you did. You granted me my freedom. So it's my job to grant freedom to as many people as I can.
Hondia, do you happen to have any questions?
2.
Ask.
Please.
So, Elkson was saying that you told her that I was at the carnival. Why
Yes.
tell her that? Was it to tell me the whole thing that they so-called learned?
Well, you see, beings that have this spark, as it's been told to them, seem to gather together. And yes, you do have one, Hondir. It was because Elkson missed you. And I knew it would bring her happiness to see you again. That's why I told her that both you and Ath were at the carnival.
Elkson kind of shrinks away because she hadn't mentioned Ath at all.
I know.
Ath was there?
Yes, she, in fact, and she looks at her, ooh, it's almost done. She was just crowned the Witchlight Monarch. She has a rough go of it as well. But I think that... Yes.
Lady Leandra, if you knew about this spark thing, why didn't you say anything to us? Why wait until Meowgi went through that trial?
Because honestly, I did not think you were all ready for it. It is something that... I mean, take a look at Meowgi. Orphaned at birth, was just a common adventurer with the illusion of being quite charming.
I am quite charming.
You are now, but know your place, kitty.
Elkson will kind of stand next to Miyagi as she says that she thinks he's charming.
As I said in the beginning, to find out that you are the embodiment of a fallen deity, that could really mess with your head. In fact, if it was up to me, I would not have told you even yet. Because I can see how, I mean, look at Hondir. He is distraught, and rightfully so.
Do you know what deities are supposed to be the embodiment of?
That is masked for me. That is beyond me.
Do you have a question?
Yes.
Did Bahamut tell me? Or did
Nope.
Okay.
You have no idea which deities I picked for you.
Wait, do I get a deity?
Nope.
Fuck. That's fine, I'm the cool one.
But we are being rude. Hondir, your second question.
You're the cool one as you drop your shit.
As Miyagi's spell drops. Just kidding.
Why did you choose to grant Elkson these abilities? Was it just because of the favor she did for you?
There's a few parts to that. The simple answer is because I was paying back her freeing me. But also, you cannot comprehend. She gets like, her face gets almost a shadow over it as and her eyes kind of look at you, but they're looking through you. You can't imagine the torture, the humiliation, the degradation that I was met with for not years, but thousands of years at the hands of him. I will
Intend to
not.
get revenge?
That I do. But right now, you are the strongest of my acolytes, and you are nowhere near powerful enough to face him. So I have,
You would have me face him.
with my help, yes, if it's possible. But I have shielded you and your group from his scrying eye, because he has definitely tried to find you all.
So who is he?
That I am going to decline to answer, because I do not want you to research and stumble upon him.
Is he going after all of us, or specifically the one who set free his demons?
He is going after all of you. All four of you. Miyagi, trust me when I say that you are not prepared for this fight. And if you start searching for him, the magic I have put over you will fail, and he will find you.
Oh, I don't plan on searching for him. He's just...
That is why I will not speak his name, because that will break the enchantment.
Where? A good question.
One moment. Let's not be rude to Hundir now.
My apologies.
So, to complete your answer, Hundir, yes, it was because Elkson freed me, but it was also because she needed help. Most of my acolytes are like Annabelle, the one that I have asked you to save. They are peasants, farmers' wives, farmers, fishermen, chambermaids. They're ones that have been taken advantage of. And I have to make sure no one else feels even a day of what I have suffered. Does that answer satisfy you?
Yeah, it will.
Miyagi, believe you are next.
So, quick question. Ixvid seems scared of you. Where does he... I assume there's like a chain of command? Is he at the very bottom? Or...
He is now.
Did he great power like you?
Oh, yes. Yes, he did.
What was he before?
That was my question.
He was the most ferocious beast. And she will look right at him. He's invisible. He hasn't said a damn thing.
I know.
She snaps her fingers and you see him like up on a bedpost looking around. She don't see me, she don't see me, she don't see me, she don't see me. Oh, I see you, dearie. You see, this little one was the Lich's familiar when he summoned me. And he cackled a lot when I was first being tortured.
No wonder I don't get along with him.
I've changed. I really have changed, and I'm sorry. Okay?
I don't think I've ever heard those words come out of his mouth.
I don't think so either, okay? Are you happy? But as far as his story, I don't think that's mine to say.
Care to share who he's been talking to?
Oh, himself. He is still quite mad. Bahamut's little alteration will not stick, unfortunately.
So he'll go back to how he was before.
Hey, I have a right to be who I want to be, okay?
And you prefer to be a good guy, right?
I prefer to be how I am right now. Am I not a good guy? I think I'm fucking hilarious.
That is not for me to answer. The second you try to hurt anyone here, you and I will have even more problems.
I have fluffed everyone's pillows, so I don't want to hear it. I've never hurt any of them.
You've tried to.
In Ixfit's defense, he's been good.
Uh-huh.
Miyagi, I cannot just take your word for it anymore.
We saw him eat a salad with a knife and fork. Tell me that's not good guy shit.
It gave me the shits.
Oh my gosh, Ixfit.
I'm sorry, it did. I need flesh.
Also been poised at the ready to stab me in the eye with his tail.
Well, that's only because you threatened to hurt the master, okay? Number one guy here. He's the boss. I protect him. Period.
Then you should listen to him more.
I do. I listen to him to a T.
You go off on your own.
When?
Like when you threaten the members of the party.
When?
I literally just explained how you're poised at the ready to stab me in the eye. You've also tried to fight with Sazen.
Well, no, I've done that because Miyagi told me to bother Sazen and Handir. He told me to do it!
I absolutely did. I absolutely did.
Uh-huh.
Why, Miyagi?
Giggles? Or is it giggles and shits? Either which one.
Shits and giggles, boss. Shits and giggles. Because the shits give you the giggles and the giggles give you the shits. And you don't want the giggles giving you the shits, you want the shits giving you the giggles.
I just wanted X-Men to fight it.
Too bad neither me or Sisen found that funny.
It was fucking hilarious.
That was Josh laughing.
You see Leandra's like, you know, go to sleep. She snaps her finger and Ixbit, poof, disappears. He'll be back. I'm just tired of his voice. It gives me a headache.
My lady, while I do not like him either, I would appreciate you at least ask Miyagi before sending him off.
I would when he regains a little bit more control of him, but enough of that annoying voice. So,
Are you all right, my lady?
I am perfectly fine. So, do you have any further questions?
How should we get to this town?
Well, the fair, or the carnival, is closing very soon. I could make it so you would appear in a forest just east of Waterford. You would have to trek through a swamp, though, after the forest.
I mean, I have no qualms with that, but I imagine Sazen won't be too pleased.
No, she probably would not. I could try to get Sazen. I could try to get Sazen a little bit closer, because I know she is dealing with something right now that she needs to deal with. Yes, I will get her a little bit closer to the town.
Thank you. Elton will kind of look over at Miyagi.
I see. I think it would be a good idea, but we don't know if she's still being hunted. So...
Oh, she is.
Oh,
Yes, Suzanne is being hunted. They know where she is right now.
so would it be smart? I mean, can you protect her from being scryed upon? I think that's.
I could, but then the Lich would be able to scry upon you all.
The only way to get them to stop being able to see her is if she gets rid of all her stuff from home, including that spell book, which she would have to get copied.
Miyagi's gonna go over to where stuff is and find his bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, do you think if she put her stuff in here and she teleported closer, they wouldn't be able to know? No, they would still know her. So they could find her, and she would be.
And then she would be, yeah.
Perhaps she could get a new body. I do not know. I have, there are some things I may be able to do to help her. However, I reserve those for my acolytes. She has not taken an interest in getting to know me more. I will make the offer if you wish, Elkson. But I can only stretch my power so far unless they become an acolyte of mine.
If you think that, you know, she fits what you want with the freedom thing, then absolutely. But she's...
Oh, she would. She is the one of the embodiments of freedom, as are you.
Yes, but she...
A little bit too selfish, but, you know.
We could send her off. I mean, she's arguably one of the most powerful ones of us here.
Oh, yes, your little tit for tat. I could give you an edge on that, Miyagi, if you wish.
I already have one. Very much, but I humbly decline the offer.
As well.
But I think moving her closer, that way she doesn't get all dirty and muddy and stuff, is smarter for her fashion sense. Because if we go through a swamp, I'm getting gross. I'm looking like the rest of you. And that's gonna be low, that's gonna be bad for our self-esteem. Don't get me wrong, I love Suzanne, but she's up here most of the time when her height is like right here.
Well, this seems to be more of an inter-party conversation. I will take my leave of you. Unless anyone has another question.
Do any of you have any other questions?
Not at the moment.
Oh, do you happen to know how to kill Kyrie?
To kill an old one.
I mean, you seem to know all of...
I am not a god. And they have fought gods.
Do you think we can kill kindness? Because I think we can.
I mean, if we're the avatars of gods or whatever,
We have
perhaps
baby
one day.
dragons.
I would rather put you up against the Lich at this point in time than go up against Kyrus at this point in time.
Oh, we're not saying right now. I don't think
Okay,
so.
that is good. I'm
So
just
we
making
found-
sure because Miyagi has had delusions of grandeur.
He is
sometimes.
reckless, but he is
Yes,
not
he
stupid.
is. No, he is not stupid. I will give you that.
It's bravery, not stupid.
I said you're not stupid.
Oh, I just heard the word
And I have
stupid.
agreed.
I appreciate the both of you. Thank you so much.
That is something worth more research. Again, I know many things, but I am not all-knowing. I will give you this one little tidbit, though. Hundir. The temple
I'm looking at her.
that your father figure, Father Anderson, has gone to, is not safe. It'll take him some time to get there. But there is a weapon of great power and importance to Moradin there. And while most of the gods are a lie, their names and all that, Moradin is the name of the Allhammer.
Is that what's at the temple?
It is something strong. I don't know exactly what, but it is something similar to that trinket Miyagi wears on his arm and your staff.
Well then.
Trinkets aside, that is not my primary concern. My concern is making sure my father is safe and getting any answers I can while I have the chance.
Absolutely. But in the hands of a faithful, it would become quite powerful.
Oh dear, it's better that you would be the one to find it versus anyone else.
I just look it up and then just... Go ahead.
Just for your information. Good day. And as she walks out of the room, she snaps her fingers, and you see, in a puff of smoke and brimstone, Expit appear. That fucking bitch. Oh.
Watch it,
Josh.
Expit.
This is Josh.
Hey. That's your lady, not mine. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. That's what it is. My own onion. No, opinion.
Yes, but as soon as one of us gets even remotely aggressive towards Miyagi, you go after us. And yet when you do the same towards Lady Leandra, you expect me to do nothing?
Yes, I do.
No.
Sticks his tongue out.
Set your squabbles aside. We now have two things in mind we can do. One, I think we can all agree to help Elxin out. And one, I fear it's probably better if I just go myself.
I do not want to send you off alone again, Hondir.
My father could be in danger.
And we would help you. You've done as much for us. You're still willing to do as much for me.
Might I just add, if there is something there that's as powerful as this, or what Elxin has, the staff, it would probably help all of us, if not the whole world. Because when we went to that Temple of Bahamut, what we thought was Mia and her merry band of adventurers were actually just, I don't want to say grave robbers, but
Tomb Raiders.
Tomb Raiders.
Mongooses.
That's right, Expit.
They stole eggs. Don't
I just look at
mongooses
Miyagi.
steal eggs?
So based off of that logic, you assume my father, Father Anderson, would do the same?
No. What I'm trying to say is
There might be others there that he would run into.
Oh,
that he would run into. So I'm saying, at the end of the day, where is this temple, by the way? Do we know? Is there?
It is
The
far
northeastern
eastern, northeastern of a horde. I don't know how close it is to the town we are going to.
I wonder if that monk actually came back and got those bodies. That would be kind of weird if we saw them again. I don't know. Yeah, you want
Bitch, shut up.
to? Fine.
Ixpit, would you do me a solid?
Yes.
Would you please clean my clothes?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Also, where is Sylvia? Did anyone grab her?
She's on the bed.
Oh,
She didn't leave your side, Miyagi.
that's my girl. So,
I can't risk putting any more of you in harm.
You are
Not after everything you've all
risking
gone
us.
through.
You are not risking us, Hondir. We are choosing to help a friend just as you choose to help us. Would you have us deny you assisting us? Don't act like you are more righteous than us. Don't act like you deserve to be the savior and not accept help.
That's not the problem. It's my own father. It's all I've had.
All the more reason you should have more to protect him with, more to save him with.
besides, if it's going to take some time for him to get there, we can fuck off and go save this person. Annabelle, sorry. And then double quicken our way over there and probably meet him on the way.
Yep, you just read that, huh?
I'm confused.
It's okay, no one pays attention to Ixpit. He's just the prophet of your group.
Yep. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Josh laughing aside. So, I think we should help Father Andrews. Anderson? And see what we can do. Listen, Hondu, I know you're thinking about buggering off and helping him, but as Elkson put it out bluntly, just to put that out there, you would have a greater chance of succeeding with us by your side. Not saying we're all powerful. I mean, some of us are, but you're not alone. You have us. We lean on each other.
Weren't some of the greatest things ever forged by multiple people working together?
That's what that is.
What?
Ixpit makes a snap and a Z formation as he's carrying soaking wet clothes. Here you go, boss. Plop. They're washed.
Okay. Prestidigitation. Just get them dry.
It's a funny thing. Now you get them dry.
So,
Yeah, I was surprised I found a privy that that I could wash them in.
You what?
They're washed.
maybe prestidigitation them a few extra times.
I'm just gonna keep Preston. I'm not undermining your work the whole time I'm doing it.
Uh-huh.
You did great. And
I know I did.
So I'm going to now take dried clothes, put it on, form my cloak back into a Bjorn, and is Sylvia just sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let her sleep. But we should do this together. Save people, save lives, help our friends. And besides, we all get a little something out of it.
We do? What do we get? What do I get?
You get nothing.
Don't talk to him like that.
I haven't gotten anything from any of our adventures. Huh. No one gets me anything.
Anything we would even find in that temple should stay where it belongs.
Oh, that reminds me. And I'm just gonna start.
You're gonna start what?
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna start
What?
pulling out the books that I have and the scrolls that I took from the temple and everybody's bags that we killed. What are they?
It'll take you some time to go through them.
Where exactly did you get all this?
Oh, a temple when Mia started to pay and
It was on their person when they were fighting us.
exactly.
Use.
It's better to figure out what they are. It's better to figure out what they were stealing rather than leave them behind to be stolen by someone else.
One of the books you see has an anvil and a hammer on it.
Oh,
And I'll try to help Miyagi, but Elton isn't exactly familiar with Arcana, so anything of that ilk she will not be much help with. Well, I guess she is a warlock now, so I don't know. Can she?
it just has it on like the front.
On the cover, yeah.
Hundir, either this is yours or this was in the temple. I think you should give it a read.
And what makes you think it's mine?
There's an anvil and a hammer on it. Moradin.
And it could also just be a book on forging.
I'm gonna flip it open. What is the first page? Stare. I'm gonna look at him or look at him with the book. Look at him.
The inside cover reads.
Oh shit! There's actually.
The art of understanding. Unlocking your true potential and increasing your wisdom.
Wait a fucking minute.
Yes, you never did detect magic over the books.
So.
In your hands is a tome of understanding.
Yeah, I know. Josh knows. here, honey. I think you should have. Need to books. So I'm just gonna pass it off, and then setting all the scrolls like out on the floor.
There's a couple more books.
All the books and stuff. Can I do detect magic?
Yes.
Pop the spell and see what lights up.
Sure. 3 scrolls light up. 2 books light up. One of the book that lights up has like a golden cover and 5 gems embedded in the on the front of it.
So was there
Was there a what?
another book after that? I don't know why.
Yes. There's 2 other magical books. 3 scrolls.
Alrighty. Excluding the hammer?
Excluding the book that you just gave Hondir.
Okay.
So a total of 3 books, 3 scrolls.
Gotcha. I don't have the gem, do I?
But you have the wand of Identify.
Can I do the wand on the books?
One is a simple spell book. One is a tome of leadership and influence.
Shoot.
Oh, what are they, Miyagi?
So, pretty sure the book I just gave Hondir is magic. This one is a tome of and the other one's a spell book. So,
Theoretically, we could give Suzanne that spell book and hide hers.
theoretically, yes, we absolutely could.
On the cover of the spellbook, you see it has a skull and fire coming out of its eyes. And it looks to be as if leafing through it, it's been inked in blood.
Maybe that one would be just as bad.
Does just Josh the DM, does Identify tell me if an item is cursed?
No.
Tells you the school of magic, that's about it.
But it's a spell book. There could be tons of different types of magic.
So the Tome of Leadership and Influence increases your charisma score by 2 and increases your maximum available by 2. So you could theoretically get up to a 22. I know of one of you that is lacking in charisma, and it's primary for your spells.
Yeah. So, I naturally already have the gusto, the charm. I think you should have this, considering, and I'm going to hand Elkson Tome of Leadership. You could brush up in case anything happens to me. Learn to be the leader.
I am no leader of anything.
You've got this. I believe in you. Don't doubt yourself. We've already talked about that.
Right. Thank you.
The tome that Hondir has would increase wisdom by 2. Keep in mind you must spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days studying the book's contents. after which the manual loses its magic for 100 years.
Elkson will kind of sigh and just go sit in the corner and start flipping through the book.
It entrances you, tells you about how just a sly look can change somebody's blood pressure, how an outstretched arm can raise a crowd's fever, and how you can influence people. Handir, do you look at your book?
No.
Okay. Do you look at the spell book?
Josh wants to. Miyagi won't.
Okay.
Can't. How many charges does the have?
3 per day.
So, I've already used them.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, is Handir standing or sitting?
Handir?
I'm probably just going to be sitting right now.
I assume there's some kind of table or something that we can. Like, I don't really know the layout of the.
Yeah, there's
tower.
definitely a table that you all are have congregated by and are sitting.
Earth to Handir. Are you okay, buddy?
Father Anderson meant a lot to me, you know. I get concerned over his well-being all the time.
I understand that.
Do you really? Because based off the actions I've been hearing you say during our conversation, using a spellbook to siphon someone's soul, someone's life force, what are you thinking?
That was the reason I asked about. Kyrus did the same thing with the dragon. Why he is the way he is. It wasn't because that's what I'm trying to. I just. Primitive, like. I figured what Cezanne has was on par to what Kyrus did so long ago. It wasn't because I want to go sight out. See Sylvie? She's. I'm trying to right the wrongs of them. I did this whole literal trial by fire to do it. Dear gosh, I hate this microphone. Oh dear.
He nearly died just to try to redeem himself.
I know I haven't been a good person, but I'm trying to be. And I understand that you care about this, but we care about. So, buckle up, because you're not doing this alone.
Not if we're allowed to forge our own paths, anyways.
I still don't see why you want to help me. I came back and nearly ruined this new relationship you two had. By accident.
No such thing.
And then I get
What?
told that everything I believe in is a lie by someone I trusted.
We never.
Why do you still want to help us after one of us told you something like that?
I still see the good in you guys. I do.
And what's to say we don't want to help you for the same reasons?
I don't know how you were raised, but I'm sure whoever raised you would be happy to know that you do want to help out someone who's been gone for God knows how long, and now all of a sudden you care.
We've always cared.
I'm just surprised. You know, I thought after my sudden departure, you guys would be mad at me for what I've been doing.
You had your reasons. It's not like
Did you think,
Mia who just ditched us to go do something selfish.
did you think we were bad? Care about you. And besides, Mia's a selfish cunt. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's true.
So, of course we're going to help our friends.
I have just been with so many parties after what I did for Sienna and the Warforged. Different motives they wanted to do. Questionable quests that they wanted to do.
Well, they weren't us. I was raised to take care of my family, which is much of what I look at you all like. I was raised that family is not born by blood, but formed by choice. It's grow.
Not a product of your environment. Who you want to be. You think I want to be a spawn of Kyrus? But I've got that all handled. I mean, besides the dreams, that's all fine. Why are you looking at me like that, Oxen?
I just always worry about you.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
No, it's just part of me still doesn't believe everything that happened at the trials. Part of me still doesn't believe that you're free from this. Part of me doesn't believe that we're avatars of gods. I'm some nobody from a mountain clan that was almost born into slavitude.
We were all nobodies. It's just that the way our paths forged led us to become somebodies. This whole avatar nonsense, as I'm going to call it until I find it to actually be true. Maybe that is your calling. Sometimes a calling is hidden. Like a knife and a dagger. Or sheath.
I was about to say, a knife and a dagger are pretty similar. I get it, you're not as persuasive as I am. Good with words, unless talking to someone of the opposite sex, and then I turn complete fluster. You should have seen us on the date. I could not speak at all.
Alexon chuckles a bit. It was pretty cute, to be honest.
And listen, Hunter, you didn't ruin anything. You didn't ruin anything. In fact,
You made the night more interesting for Zen at the very least. I'll have
Yay.
to explain things to her, but she wants to plan my wedding dress.
are we
Of
getting
course.
married? Is that what's happening? So like, should I?
How about you worry about wedding plans after we deal with everything going on? We got more primary concerns here.
We still have tons of dates to go on before marriage. So
Exactly.
exactly. So, Father Anderson.
What about him?
Well, you said he's like a father figure to you. Why don't you tell us something about him?
I suppose that is true. You've all told me about your families, and y'all never to be fair, none of you have ever asked me about my life with Father Anderson. So,
Now.
I always thought it was because you thought I was a boring priest.
We both grew up in churches. I'm not a priest.
Yeah, you're a cat that everyone wants to pet. Ooh.
I was the only cat. Did Hunter just make a joke?
Don't get it.
I was the only tabaxi in town. And I was an orphan, right? So there was tons of other orphans. They could all do clerical stuff. I'm over here like, pew, magic missile, pew. So, needless to say, I attracted a lot of attention. I just play off it now. It's like, yes, I know I'm beautiful. Thank you. You're all beautiful too. Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't shake your head at me. Don't shake your head.
You beautiful, gesturing at the disfigurement on her face.
You've always been beautiful. So, but Father Anderson, what about him makes him so important to you? Was it the kindness that he showed you?
Did he raise you?
He did raise me. I didn't know my parents. He was on another one of his pilgrimages when he found me. Never said where he went on that first pilgrimage, but decided it was more important to save me. And he taught me the beliefs I had. The weird thing was, I was the only one who somehow naturally had my abilities.
Perhaps that's why he decided you were more important. He realized you were some avatar for more than or something. Maybe you could see that spark.
Awesome.
I was always different in that church, to be fair. Yeah, Miyagi?
I was just going to say, Morden will probably likely directly speak to you. Bahamut, when I say Bahamut spoke to me, I mean literally. I saw him and he is big. Like, massive.
I mean, aren't all dragons?
Well, I mean, this is a whole nother level.
He did send me out when I was of age, of course, to kind of help spread the beliefs and everything. But ever since I've been traveling, the visions I've been seeing of Morden, even just not that long ago at the festival, I felt and saw Morden's hammer forge metal onto my arm in a shape that I always see.
Perhaps what's waiting for you at the temple?
Perhaps it is. Still, I do not know. Maybe that's where Father Anderson was heading before. I don't know.
Maybe he hopes to find you there.
Maybe. I won't know unless I see him alive.
And we will go and find out. Together. You do not have to be alone anymore. Nelson will get up and go over and hug him. Gently.
I guess I just get worried about what's going to happen. I really do want to find him again, just to get an understanding of what's been going on. And if there's any actual truth to what you guys have been saying to me.
Are you afraid of people getting hurt, or are you afraid that the truth isn't what you want to hear?
It is more so the first one. I've always had my beliefs. I was always taught that the beliefs of your God is what's most important. That is why I yelled at you way back when you jumped into that slime.
I protected myself before, and I was protecting Ath. I was doing what I believed to be right.
I just don't want you guys to get hurt over something that I want.
We wouldn't. This is something we want, something we choose. You are not responsible for us, home dear.
So you have a little bubble, and you can only control so much in your bubble. Who you let in is in your bubble, but you can't control them. We want to be in your bubble. If you'll allow us, because we want to be there for you. We're friends, right?
Hundir just looks at you and just smiles back. I guess we are. Although, it has been quite a long time.
We have some catching up to do then. You've heard of what we've been up to. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to?
And on that note,
Well,
we are going to take a short break. I do have to say, even though that I did say that we were going to have a longer game today, because we're missing one person, we're not going to have a longer game today. So I'm going to save that for when we have all of our players here. But I wanted to make sure that I gave my dogs time to go outside, so I don't have a mess to clean up in between. So we will be right back. Give us 5-10 minutes, and we will get back to the story. See you soon. And we are back. So, you guys have been talking. Handir has explained his adventures, setting up the Warforged race. They happen to actually be in the Far East as well. They took over a part of an island that was broken up into a few. If you look on the map in Foundry, it's going to be the large island on the lower right-hand side.
I don't have Foundry yet. Computer's been acting weird.
So, and he has explained that he has traveled with a few groups, after which some of them were less than reputable, and he's had to take his leave of them. Some he had to turn into some authorities. Some have been well enough, but they've also just didn't vibe well. And after this conversation, what do y'all want to do?
So what time of day is it?
Oh, it's dawn. You've been up all
Need a
night.
long rest.
You've been up all night.
We should probably get some sleep. It will also.
Well, shouldn't you?
What was that?
Shouldn't you go back for that friend of yours, the deer thing, as Cezanne called him?
Gavri went off on his own.
Well, to be fair, Miyauki, you had a little bit of a nap. Do you know where Cezanne might have gone? She only told me in Elkton she was going to take her leave.
I personally have no. It says
She
it
left
after
with
all.
that strong man you were drinking with. For all we know, she could be having a...
She hooked up with him?
Maybe.
How dare he would break her? Oh my god. I didn't even. Oh lord.
She's
I don't
strong.
think she meant
Why
it
would-
like that, Miyagi.
What?
Oh, he was going to pick up Elks. So I had to.
Wait.
So anyway.
What?
I had to flex a little bit. I had to drink. It was a
Why
challenge after all.
Why would it
You're
pick me up?
You're attractive. It's.
What? That's not what I was...
I defended your honor. Thank you very much.
My honor.
Oi! Let's not argue about what happened, okay?
Is that the
You
door?
made- you
Is that
made-
the door?
Yes, the door is. Someone is knocking at the door.
Elkson is just gonna very confused on her face because she doesn't understand the context of anything they've been talking about and just opens
I'll
the
go
door.
get the door.
As soon as you get up, Elks, it's already at the door.
Because
great.
Allison doesn't understand the idea of picking someone up or hooking up with, like...
At the door, you see this scruffy-looking human male. Scraggly hair, almost dirty blonde. He's got a nice 5 o'clock shadow going on, some dirt. Very worn-in, multi-patch shirt, carrying a basket that has a blanket over it. Ah, good sir. I was wondering if you happen to want to buy a breakfast muffin.
I'm not a sir.
Handir
and
said he opened the door, so.
Elkson did first.
Yeah,
Okay.
Elks-
I think that was the case, yeah.
Good sir and madam.
Like Josh even made the joke that Elkson already opened the door by the time Hollandier got up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I think we're all right on food.
Oh well.
Why are you selling a breakfast muffin, anyway?
I do this for money. My wife makes them, and they have, I have some interesting muffins. Some of them are baked out of eggs with some bacon in them and some spinach and some asparagus. Some of them are more, banana nut flavored, more dessert type. But I just go door to door and I try to sell these for.
At the carnival?
Well, the carnival's left, ma'am. You're right outside our town.
Oh. Are you used to towers just showing up outside of your town?
No, not at all. But I figured a wizard that can do that might have a few spare coin.
So Miyagi would get up and make his way to the. Is that food? Do we get bed and breakfast?
If you wish, sir, yes.
This is our resident wizard at the moment.
I have never seen tabaxi before. Is that the correct term? I apologize if it's not.
Yes. You can call me. You can call me Miyagi. That's my name. I know it's a full name, but Cat. There's a running theme going on.
Not for me to judge, sir. Not to me to judge.
What muffins do you have?
Well, and again, I apologize if I'm thinking too much. I do have a tuna fish one. If that's, I don't mean to offend.
You are not offended.
Here, come. I'll show you. And he starts to remove the blanket, and you see a bunch of muffins. And he holds out the basket towards you.
Do either want one? As I scritch the chins of my
what is that?
My pseudo dragon and my. They are my friends. Do either one of them look at the muffins?
They look at them, but they don't seem to have any desire. They're like, yeah.
How many muffins are in?
About a dozen. Should I come in to show them out, or would you like to step out, or?
Oh, I can.
Well, whatever. I'm not really keen on stepping in because of Wizard Tower and all that. I don't know if you're my soul or anything.
Here, trust me. We are good people. How much is a muffin?
The weird one.
5 copper each.
Alrighty, here's 5 gold. We'll take every.
Oh, and as you pass the gold, you feel a stabbing sensation as you see his hand is already in as you get stabbed with the dagger. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
As soon as that happens, she just breath weapons this asshole.
Constitution save. Oh, I gotta. But that's terrible. That's an 8, guys.
That's an 8.
Great start.
You take. I'll go here. Wow. You will take a total of 5 points of piercing damage.
And show us the poison.
And 12 points of poison damage.
And like I said, as soon as that happens, breath weapon. Because I'm standing right there. So
now we're going to roll now where you need to roll initiative. And we'll see who gets to go first, because that was a surprise attack.
I was just trying to buy this man's fucking muffins.
I rolled a 17.
Wow, I rolled a fucking 2.
Where's my initiative on the app?
Dang, I should have done the bet with us where if we get a nat 1, I give Nightfall money. That would have been funny.
That's a 22.
Because I did that to Damien.
That's a what?
22.
22. And you got a 17, you said, Hondir?
Yes.
I got a good old 6.
And a 6. Well, that is considering. And the cameras are going to mess up for a second.
Guess we are getting into combat, guys. Let's do it. Let's fuck this man up. I just try to buy his fucking muffins.
It looks like he wanted a 5-finger discount, huh?
Guys, this doesn't taste too good.
You says that you get stabbed in the goddamn hand.
You also lose your highest level spell slot.
Oof.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
Do I lose one or
One.
just act? Oh, okay. I'm about to fuck this guy up.
All right. So we have 22 goes first.
Yeah, she's gonna scream no and breath weapon at him. Cause fuck this motherfucker, he needs to make a dex save.
What's your DC?
16.
You see him as you breath weapon, this beam of cold, just snow and ice and cold air blows at him, and you see his hand is still in Miyagi and he's twisting the blade. You see him retract the blade out as parts of Miyagi are just blood is spewing out as he flips over him and dodges. No damage, evasion.
Okay, well that was just my action.
Yep.
Is he in the tower at this point?
Yes. It is not, it's a lesser version of Magnificent Mansion. It is a physical tower.
Let's see. What do I have that's bonus action?
And Handir, you're on deck?
I believe I am on deck as far as turn order goes, yes.
Yes, I'm just letting you know.
I don't have a whole lot bonus action. I don't... Hex. I'm gonna hex him.
Okay, you hex him. How does your hex take form?
So as the breath weapon fails, my eyes just follow him, and my hand reaches out, and not hiding it anymore, just black and purple tendrils come out and surround him. Not doing any damage, but...
Alright, and which ability check does he have disadvantage on?
He's a dodgy motherfucker. Let's do dexterity.
Remember, it's ability checks, not saving throws.
I know.
Okay. Alright, Handir, you are up.
Well, let's see.
And I need to take damage.
What do you need to take damage for?
I cast a spell.
Oh, yes. Good point.
Do you roll the d4 or do I?
You can this time.
Two.
So, Handir, what are you doing?
Well, considering I just saw someone get stabbed, we're gonna go with a 4th level of inflict wounds.
Roll your attack.
I gotta find my sting first. I'm gonna mark it off first, so I know I did that. Inflict wounds, 4th level. That is a 16.
16 just hits.
Now, just for clarification, because I haven't played in a while, it's just I roll damage for inflict wounds and not my weapon, correct?
Correct. What happens is that your hand, you see Handir's hand reaches out as the skin starts to burst with fire. It seems like his hand is made of coal, and you see it cracks and almost like lava appears as he grabs this assassin, and a flare of hot energy comes out. He screams and recoils. Ah! How much damage?
28.
28 damage. Nice. The worm will have his due.
Now before you are another piece of ash on the life forge.
It's his turn now.
The worm?
Yep. Hey guys, it's been fun.
You see, he comes in with a couple more stabs towards Miyagi. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Shield.
It goes through the shield.
Are you fucking me?
Nope.
Yes, because he is stabbing you, technically, and that's.
I need you to do a
damage.
Constitution saving throw.
21.
21. You save. You do not lose any spell slots. And you take a total of 8 piercing damage. For his second attack, it's only going to be a 16. Misses. And then you see him flip back over Miyagi and start to run away. Around the corner.
How far away is he?
40 feet from you. But he has rounded a corner out of your line of sight. He does have slightly higher movement. Miyagi, it is your turn.
Are we chasing him or not?
Yes.
Alright, 60 foot. Going around the corner.
You go around the corner and you see him, as well as his 2 companions who have crossbows ready as they fire upon you. And they held their action.
Shit.
What is your AC with the shield? Because these bolts will hit the shield.
21.
Okay, well, I rolled a 2. They don't have a plus a lot to hit, so... The second one does hit. You take 9 points of piercing damage from a bolt. And it's your turn still. You still have your action.
Okay. So, quick point of clarification. I cannot upcast a warlock spell if I don't have that level, because I'm thinking Cure Wounds, but I can't cast that 4th level because I would be using a wizard slot versus a warlock slot, right?
Let me double check that. I believe that you can. You can cast either spell using either spell slot type.
Okay. So, your boy's hurt. Okay, this is worth it then. Okay. Yeah, I need the health. I'm going to subtle spell, cast Cure Wounds at 4th level, and heal myself. Health.
Okay.
23 hit points back.
There you go. You hear the Muffin Man say, "We got what we came for." Does that complete your turn?
I do. How far away is he from me? If I ran 60
60,
feet,
you can be right up on them. That's up to you. How far away are you?
Fuck. Oh, range. Can I do anything? Action-wise?
Elkson, you're on deck.
I can't. I'm just going to stay back and keep within eyesight of both the group, like the group of the enemies, but also the...
Okay, so you are 10 feet away, because it's 30 feet, then the corner, so you're right at the corner. At 23, right before Elkson, you see the crossbowmen both get a shot. That is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And that is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
That is a total of 19 points of piercing damage.
There goes all the healing.
As they bolt, and they've got, they move 60 feet, and they round another corner. Elkson, your turn. The crossbowmen round another corner.
Running after him, bonus action wild shaping into a dire wolf as she does so. 50 feet of movement, am I able to get on top of the asshole that stabbed him in the hand?
Yes, you can.
Then that is exactly what I'm going to do. Full on, run, leap over Miyagi, and attack this asshole biting him.
Go for it.
I have a Divine Twitch Invention redeemed by C to the end.
Oh, nice. Divine Twitchvention. There you go. You have advantage on the attack.
Well, I would anyways because pack tactics.
He is 10 feet away. So you wouldn't.
Okay.
So you get advantage now.
That is 17 plus 5, 22.
22 hits.
Alright. Doink, which means he has to make a DC strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
And I will do that at disadvantage for the Twitch redeem. You got advantage and disadvantage.
And
that's a natural 17 on the first roll.
12 piercing damage.
Okay, 12 piercing, heard. And natural 19 on the second roll.
And she is growling as she's biting down onto this asshole.
All right, does that complete your turn?
Yep.
All right, Hondir, you are up.
So if I move towards where everyone else is going, I imagine I really can't see them that well.
You can go 30 feet and you can just round the corner and you can see the assassin. Well, in fact, no, you would have been further in and they are in that space. So you can go 30 feet and you can be next to Miyagi, but you can't see anybody. You can use your action to dash and you'll be able to see.
So I at least see Miyagi then, yeah?
Yes, you can be right next to Miyagi.
I'll go right next to Miyagi and just be real quick go, are you okay?
I'm okay, go help Elkson.
And I have a lot of spells. So it's just like
just throw a fireball at a random.
Clerics don't get
fine,
fireball.
I can take that.
Cleric with the all flame. Boom. There you go.
You know that's not my clerical thing. I chose.
I know.
So I will. Hang on, I'm double checking something real quick for Goring Rush to make sure that's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
If I dashed, would I get to where the thief is?
Yes.
All right. Well, since Miyagi just told me to go, Elkson, time to do something Hondir has done in a long while. I'm going to remove my glasses that he has and just dash and go into Goring Rush on the guy.
Go for it.
Go for it!
Chomped by a dire wolf and stampeded by a minotaur.
So, normal roll, yeah, because I know like he's on the ground, but he passes.
Oh no,
save.
he's not prone. He's standing.
Okay, so yeah, normal roll.
Yep.
And I roll horns, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 16.
That's exactly his AC.
And he takes 6 piercing damage.
He's looking pretty hurt now. Does that complete your turn?
That completes my turn.
On his turn, you see him artfully dodge and get out of your threat range by disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him run. He runs 30 more feet, gets at another corner of the building. You see him toss something, and then pull a sword and another dagger. Throws the dagger at Miyagi.
He turned the corner. How is Miyagi still in threat range?
Yeah.
He's at the corner. He didn't turn the corner. And that is a whopping 9 to hit.
That misses.
A lot. That completes his turn. Miyagi.
Okay. So, first and foremost, how far away is he? Can I still see?
He is 30 feet.
30
So
feet?
he would be 40 feet from you.
40 feet from me? That's fine.
Yep.
Quicken spell, magic missile, 3rd level.
Shield.
Okay, fine. Eldritch Blast is my action.
There you go. Roll to hit.
I gotta.
And how does your Eldritch Blast look?
So it's similar. It starts off gray, so I'm going to raise. Not.
You got quiet.
Sorry. I didn't mean to sound so aggressive. So I raise my ungodly. And what basically forms is a large sort of like gray light, and then it just goes golden and it fires out. Is it 1 or 2?
Should be 2 at this level, I believe.
2 beams at
How many
5th
levels?
level. It's 2 beams at 5th level.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 19 on the first.
19 hits. Roll your damage first.
Okay. And then the second one was a 24.
Okay. Roll double ones.
So 2 on the first beam,
He's still up.
and then 9 on the second beam.
How do you want to do this?
So the first one, he still has that sword in his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so did he stab me in my hand or my...
Your gut.
So I want my first beam to knock the sword out of his second one to hit him in the gut with so much, throws him into the wall.
All right.
Hey, that's a bitch.
You see, he gets thrown into the wall. His head smacks it violently. You can all hear the sickening crack. And he doesn't even rebound. He just slides off the wall, and you see just a smear of blood. Elkson, you are up.
Did Elkson get to see which direction that the bowman went off to?
You didn't see the bowman at all.
I saw Miyagi get shot. So I know that there's someone else there. What is the dire wolf's passive perception? Passive perception of only 13. Elkson will go over to where the assassin was, and
you may
if
roll.
I don't,
With your passive, you don't, but you may roll a perception check with advantage because of smell.
Uh, 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
All right, you definitely smell three other distinct scents that were just in the area around the corner.
Can I tell how close it is?
They're not there now. It's just they were in the area. You can run and check it out.
I'll follow the scent.
You follow the scent and it goes around and you see some padded area and you smell just a hint of like brimstone, but there's nobody else here. And that completes combat.
Elkson is just there growling.
Is the tower still there?
Yeah, tower's still there.
Miyagi's gonna run into the tower.
I'm gonna go to the corpse real quick and see if I can find at least a note on him first.
Sure, roll an investigation check for me.
Investigation. I only get a +1, so I'm gonna roll like shit. 4.
4. Well, this is pretty easy. You do see a medallion on him. And the medallion is a skull with worms crawling out of the eyes and mouth.
Occult assassin is my guess. I got an idea, but I'm probably going to need some participation from the party.
You may roll
going to pick up the... Go ahead.
I was going to say, you may roll a religion check to see if you can determine what type of deity this may be. Because you have not been...
I'll do that first.
Elkson's still in direwolf form. We'll saunter over to Hondir.
19 on religion?
19. This is Kyrus, the worm that walks. Miyagi, what do you do inside the tower?
I check to see if Sylvia's there.
Come back to you.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I said we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Hondir.
So, looks like people are still after Miyagi.
Question is...
Hondir's just going to back up slowly and just prepare. Great. Now a bear wants to eat something. This ain't good.
Not a bear, I'm a direwolf, and you saw me transform.
I don't think I did, actually.
Yeah, she was right next to you when she did.
I was running out, I transformed.
I legit thought I didn't see it. My bad.
It's the first time you've seen her wild shape, though.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna back up a little bit slowly. Elkson? Come on. We have somewhat of an idea, and I think I have an idea to get more info.
Then I'll turn. Elkson just cocks her head to the side.
I'm thinking if I bring this man back and we interrogate him, we might be able to get answers on a few things. Because this is one of Kyrus's people. Problem is we don't know why or where the rest of them are.
Elkson will just kind of growl and stare at the body as if she's ready to attack it again.
I just stand in between Elkson and the body. Elkson, please. At least give me an answer before you do anything.
I can't communicate in direwolf form. And she's not dropping it right now. She's pissed. She's not moving towards it or anything.
I'm scared if I have to make an animal handling check to like try to pet Elkson to calm her down.
You may roll an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah, insight check. Elkson, you may roll a charisma check to properly...
The charisma of a direwolf is -2.
Yes.
It's fine. I got an 8.
That's a 3. The -2 is your win.
You don't know what she's thinking. She's kind of a little feral right now. Miyagi, you go into your room, and on the bed where Sylvie was laying down, there's nothing.
There's nothing?
There's nothing on the bed.
Expert, have you seen Sylvia?
Oh yeah, we're down here, boss.
Where is that?
Under the bed.
Oh. I'm gonna lean down and look.
You see them rolling a rat's decapitated head back and forth.
Thank Muhammad. At least you two are okay. Come here, Sylvia. Come here.
She starts clawing over. Are you okay, boss? I felt something, but you told me to watch out for her when you weren't able to.
I'm okay. I'm glad that you two are okay.
I mean, I'd rather not babysit, but I'm just doing what you told me to.
I appreciate it. I'm going to heal myself with 6.
So yes, Ixbit has been watching over Sylvie when you're not.
Oh, thank the Lord. So, wait. So I will probably heal myself after I get Sylvia tucked. Now I'll take the action to tuck Sylvia, make sure she's proper.
You heal yourself, but you are still poisoned. And you notice this wound like bleeds a lot. You may make a couple of Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Because you would have had it at the end of your last rounds anyway, that I didn't tell you to.
That's a 7.
Fail.
And then a 14.
You saved. It was a bleeding wound. It would have bled you out, basically. Magical healing does stop it a little bit, though.
Okay.
Alright, so what do you do, Miyagi?
After I heal myself,
Alexon and Hondir are still outside.
I will probably head out with everything, both Ixbit and Sylvia in tow.
And you all hear, and see, this is why you need me here for battles, boss, so you don't get fucking stuck. I could have saw them.
I'm sorry.
You gotta take me off babysitting duty. And you see Hondir's...
Meanwhile, you see Elkson growling and Hondir like,
Yeah. And you see Hondir's holding a medallion in his hand.
So he's dead, which is good. Props to all of us. Why are you holding that?
I was trying to see if I could find info on the guy. This is what I found. I've been trying to calm Elkson down because I did have a idea, but this is kind of more concerning since I'm not used to Elkson being in this state.
So first and foremost, I'm just gonna pop off a detect magic real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Anything light up on this dude?
Nope.
Maybe. Okay. Does the amulet light up?
Nope.
That or the
Medallion?
medallion? Yeah.
Nope.
So probably. Yeah. Can I see that medallion? And do you have a plan or something?
If you're curious on who this medallion represents, Kyrus.
Oh. That's probably why they stabbed me.
you just hear Elkson growl again.
Shit. My plan is to use a spell to bring him back, and then we interrogate them, find out where they are.
We probably shouldn't be out in the open doing this.
I know, but I'm more
Um,
concerned about getting Elkson calmed down before we bring him inside.
Dear, roll a wisdom check for me.
Regular wisdom check?
Yeah.
Elkson,
I'll
do
give you
have a
advantage on the
spell?
roll.
Do I what?
Advantage? Okay.
I was going to ask if you happen to...
17's the highest.
You know that with a raise dead spell, the individual has a choice to come back or not.
I'm double checking the wording on another spell I got.
Revivify, the same thing. They do have a
Okay,
choice. Speak with dead. They could talk, but they can also lie.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So you would know this.
To speak with dead, this is a Josh. Speak with dead. Does it create like a spirit of that person, right? That's how
It ties the spirit to the body shortly, and then it that's how it talks, but it can lie. It does not have to answer questions. You just get the opportunity.
Could Hondir theoretically, could Hondir use speak with dead and I cast detect? Could I tell if it's lying?
It doesn't think anymore. It's still dead.
Okay. I just wanted to just clarify. That would be OP as shit.
Same thing as Zone of Truth. It wouldn't work.
So I kept not hearing whatever Miyagi was asking Elkson.
Oh, I was asking if... Do you happen to smell the crossbow? There were two of them?
And Elkson will just kind of lead him over to where they left and where she followed the trail and then huff.
Well, that's as good as lead as we're gonna get.
I think... Well, they were here for me. Kyra's sending me... Still sending me... Is my Discord crashing?
No.
There we go.
We hear you
Alright,
fine.
I'm back. It just froze for me. Kyrus is still sending me dreams. He's still...
Elkson growls again.
I'm going to grab the medallion, speak into it, and be like, "Come and get me, asshole!" and slam it on. Why is my... I thought...
Roll a strength check for me.
Alright. +0, guys.
So you're gonna roll a natural 20, right?
5!
You slam it down and it hurts your hand.
Okay.
And roll me an intelligence check.
$12. Low roll.
Actually, no, this would be more of a perception. I'm sorry.
Natural 20 for a total of 20.
You remember that assassin threw something around the corner. And he said, "We got what we came for."
Do I remember where or which corner?
Yeah. In the
I'm
direction.
assuming he stole something from Miyagi, but I don't...
Yeah.
Elkson can't communicate.
In the direction of where the crossbowmen went.
But they bamfed the fuck out with some brimstone.
Would it be dumb to go look wherever he threw something?
You also remember he threw something and then he drew a dagger and a short sword.
I don't get why the weapons matter as a player. Like that means that doesn't give me any additional.
He had a dagger in his hand already, and then he threw something that was already in his hand, and then pulled the weapon.
The blood, Miyagi's blood.
I'm still lost. He threw my blood.
Your blood that was on the dagger that made you bleed a lot.
I'm still lost.
He doesn't have any magic weapons on him, but
that weapon that hit you was definitely magical. I mean, it killed your highest level spell slot.
Yeah. So, can I go find that dagger?
You can go look.
Presumably the crossbowman caught it and bamfed with it.
Yeah, I'll go look. Screw it. What's the worst?
Roll an investigation.
Can I help?
Sure.
So,
do you want to roll separately, or are you?
I'll give you advantage.
Natural 20, total 23.
You do see some drops of blood around some padded grass, and then it disappears.
Shit.
Then we'll kind of carefully nuzzle Miyagi.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to pause our story.
Shit.
So we'll end our session how we end all of our sessions. And again, I do have to apologize for the second short night in a row, but I don't want to miss Susan to miss out on this story. So we will be back, not next Monday, that's our off week, but the following one. So for bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions answered, start with Sean.
This has been so fun to get back to it, and it's kind of surprising that we just instantly jumped in the Hondir story as soon as I came back. That's kind of nice. And now I'm interested to see why they wanted his blood specifically. That's intriguing.
Yep.
And I never normally have bitches or gripes or complaints because I just have too much fun.
Next, we have Damien the DM.
It was a lot of fun. I kind of figured that's where you were going when you kept mentioning the bleeding. Blood magic and all that being a thing. But I'm curious to see where that's gonna go. I'm curious about this Annabelle person and if she really is just some peasant. And I also am excited for the first hints at Hondir's vestige.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been working on it all session, actually. It's pretty badass.
I'm in for an emotional roller coaster.
And I very much enjoyed the RP between Alex and Miyagi and Hondir. Trying to convince Hondir to let us fucking help him.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I've
Hondir,
been gone for way too long.
I mean, if Hondir does go off on his own, Sean can definitely bring in another character. That's up to
Elfin will not be happy about it.
And finally, we have the piggy that got stuck.
Yeah.
Wizard
There's a joke I really just wanted to make.
Go ahead and make it. Go ahead and make it. Please.
No, because it's so not appropriate.
Okay.
Do it after stream.
So, this is... I've been purified for what? 2 sessions? 3? Now it's oh yeah, they have blood now. Fucking... Oh my god. Here we go.
Well, that book did come out with the Taldori.
I know. I know. Because I was looking at feats. But it's interesting. I want to find out, but also I don't. What happens with my blood? So please don't kill my character. Thanks.
We shall see. So, thank you for everybody who dropped in. Thank you for the point redeem. It definitely helped out in combat. For a Divine Twitchvention, you definitely get advantage on the next attack, and the next person has disadvantage, or something spectacular happens. So let us see, who can we raid? You know what? There's another group playing D&D. How about we raid those? Thanks for joining all. Hope to see you back again.
Well, there goes my bloodline again.
Hey.
And we have raided.
Oh. Here we go again.
Where you moved it there before?
Oh, what's that kid from the Magic School Bus? The redheaded curly one.
Of the hag.
I don't know the fucking name, but I know who you're talking
The
about.
hag's dead. Fuck off.
Oh, not again!
Intimidation.
Man,
That's a
this has been
20
interesting.
on my Norse forgery dice.
Norse forge, not Norse forgery.
Arnold.
Norse forgery.
It's Norse forgery if you're,
Arnold.
if you're a rogue.
Exactly.
Yep, here we go.
I am a rogue. There you go.
Oh, there we go. It's Norse forgery.
I'm Norse.
You're right.
I'm Norse forgery.
The most fucking naive of them,
Yes.
of the
that's,
group, fucking knew better than to believe that shit was done.
23.
You're gonna see that,
Who knows we do not get that lucky.
Well, to be fair to Hondir, he's never had to deal with Miyauki being targeted for assassination.
Yeah, using his daunting.
Oh, the things I can do with the blood.
Pause.
You could create another Miyauki.
I can.
I mean, it just makes me think of Russell and the blood.
Manage character. Okay.
That happened so many sessions ago.
Oh yeah, before I forget, I still need that Foundry invite thing for Divine Heresy.
Oh, yes. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's return to 4 invitation links. Copy.